Oh, okay, I got it.
What is the anthology thing about?
So it looks like it's kind of based more like with how artists usually kind of combine a couple things. So like you could find for example, the Doctor Hooves.
Yeah.
It's based on a popular icon from the BBC, which is Doctor Who.
Of course.
So that's kind of like part of the anthology. So it's like taking pop culture icons, so say like hypothetically Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
And turning her into a pony and then mashing her up with like the main six, like known characters in the actual series. And artists actually have made a lot of different webcomics too that have brought in cult icons, and it actually shows off their work in a nice way too.
Fair enough.
Kind of like a fan fiction with illustrations.
Nothing wrong with fanfic around here, especially in here, especially in this world.
Yeah.
And for those wondering, we're actually sitting downstairs by the bistro because it's the quietest area we can find to do anything right now.
Yeah.
Because up on the second floor is where all the action's going on. It is loud and it's crazy up there, and it's not a problem. I think it's actually, I have to give credit where it's due. A lot of people here are very friendly. This is one of the friendlier people I've ever seen around here. I have to give that
friendlier
credit.
Fandoms, yeah.
Yeah, and
I mean, you still have your, the stop having fun now people, the people who take it too seriously, that sort of thing. But overall, a lot of us are just laid back.
Yeah, it is nice.
It's very true. I mean, with the whole thing with My Little Pony fandom itself, I mean, you're going to find those kind of bad apples, as it is. In any fandom, any conventions, you do find that. However, the main thing with My Little Pony is it's the reason why we have so many adults. A lot of people don't necessarily fit in. They kind of feel left out a bit in main society. They get picked on, bullied. But with My Little Pony and the messages it says, it's like just being different isn't a problem, and it encourages uniqueness and people being different. I mean, let's take an example. Out of the main six, Pinkie Pie is literally insane.
Insane with godlike powers.
True, but she's very much highly encouraged to do the things that she does, and she's highly accepted within the group.
And she's crazy, but she's actually a lot smarter than people give her credit for.
Exactly. So these conventions, you find a lot of people who follow that same kind of mindset where they want to be inclusive to everybody because they're following based on the messages of the show.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a good point. It's a very good point.
And in times like this, it's actually a very, very important thing.
Yeah, it's very true. Especially, it's actually nice to go somewhere where it's not worrying about anything.
Yeah.
It's nice in here. I was saying, it's not lax of security, but they're not bugging everybody. It's kind of like, do your thing. No stress. We're trusting you to do your thing. You know, it's nice around here. There's no.
And I actually got in a round of lethal enforcers.
I mean, and where necessary, of course, they're going to step in. But I mean, they probably also don't anticipate there being too many problems.
All they ask you to do is make sure your badges are on display. Just make sure you know where you are and know why you're here. You know what I mean? It's not that fair, and that's fair. I like that.
Exactly.
It's not looser. So when we get moving in a few minutes, Kyle wants to go head out to the How to Stop Bullying panel going on a little while, hosted by James Dean, which I do love the fact that I think that's pretty cool.
Wow, he's pretty spry for a dead man.
They already know this, and the funny part, this is airing next Friday by the time anyone hears this, but I gotta head out around 2 o'clock for Nandy and CJ's belt testing, but I'll be getting them the audio equipment so they can get audio of stuff going on. I know we have the guest of honor panel at 2 o'clock, which is going to be a lot of fun. And I know, where's the other thing that I saw on here? Because there's the Ciderfest cosplay contest at 3:30, which I think is taking place right above us.
I think so, yeah.
In the Apple Orchard area, right above where we're sitting. So, I'm not sure what time I'll be back here, but I'll be back later. Which I am looking forward to coming back. I do want to taste some cider sometime today. Because we went up to the cider room. I love the hidden cider room that's all the way up on the 18th floor. It's just hidden upstairs.
And those with vertigo, we encourage you not to look down.
Yeah, because it's a glass elevator. It's a glass elevator all the way up to the 18th floor. We're on the first floor. Note that. The 20th floor freaking hotel we're in? Hotel thing we're in today? So, I don't know. This is going to be pretty freaking crazy.
So, what do you think of the convention so far?
I have to say, it's cool. It's actually really cool. Laid back, which I actually appreciate, the laid backness of this place.
Here's a question for you. You asked me this last year, so I'm asking you now. Would you come back?
Not bad. I would. I would actually totally. I feel like we might be invited back after our coverage today, which is after our coverage this week. So I don't mind doing it. And I actually like the fact that they're so organized.
Yeah.
Because it's so organized here. And the fact of the matter is that they're nice, they're organized, they organize everything to the minute. Like literally to the minute. And I've never seen anything like this right now. This is actually really, really cool. So before we wrap up this segment, we'll be back later, obviously. Matt, you said you knew one of the bands in the concert later on tonight.
Well, obviously not personally, but through their YouTube channel, I've actually been listening to a lot of their music.
Which band is that?
Forever Free Pony, actually. They're acoustic singer-songwriter.
I love acoustic stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Acoustic stuff's pretty nice. They actually are, I really love their music. They have quite a bit of content on there. I highly encourage people to check them out if you ever want to hear some unique My Little Pony themed music.
Yeah, so we'll have all that coverage later on and all. Like I said, that's at 7 tonight, so I'll make sure I hand the recorders on. I'm hopefully back by then, so I can hang out a little bit and see what's going on there.
Oh, yeah.
So, well, that being said, let's wrap up this segment.
All right.
We'll talk later.
Okay.
And we'll talk more, and I'm going to be handing off audio equipment to these guys to get some panel audio later on. And we'll talk to you all later. Have a good one.
Goodbye. Bye. Well, hello, everyone. It's Kyle here. And
Matt.
And I was going to say, Blake isn't here at the moment, so yeah, prepare for a lot of awkward pauses and stutters because we're getting stuck with someone who isn't very social.
Yeah, so basically we're going to be recapping over what we've done so far since the last recording. We caught two panels. One was a really decent panel on bullying, and the other one was
what seemed to be an original.
Yeah, basically what it was.
It was a playlet for a.
Yeah, it was a playlet for the show. They had people casting his voice. We were thinking it might have been more like a guest star paneling, but we had people actually doing like voice acting live. So, which was really,
we had several of the series regulars.
Yeah, several series regulars. It was actually very, very interesting, actually. Yeah. And of course, can't be My Little Pony without having a song featured at least somewhere once in the episode. And there was actually a really nice song that was included there too.
Okay. First, we got to talk about the bullying panel.
Well, definitely, because.
And I know we're going to include it in its entirety here, but first.
But first, the recap over what we thought about it. I mean. I really wasn't exactly sure what to expect from the panel, to be honest.
I honestly thought it was going to be something along the lines of stupid butt out from South Park, where it's just, you can be cool just like us. Yeah, that just makes me want to smoke out of spite.
Yeah, but this group is called GAB, which stands for...
hold on, we got their card right here. Hopefully. There. Generations Against Bullying.
And it's a wonderful nonprofit organization. Their basic goal is to get the people who are being bullied to actually stand up or actually encourage other people to come to the aid of people who are being bullied. It only takes one person to help someone out who's being bullied.
And as the Marvin Winans song from the Shaq movie Steel goes, stand up, you gotta do what you gotta do. Exactly.
So, I mean... They had 4 people. One was just basically kind of the lead, kind of getting everyone started off.
He's James Dean, the director of media relations, and may I say that he's actually rather spry for a dead guy.
Yeah, of course. James Dean was his name, but obviously not the singer. So
not the actor.
Or the actor. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. 30 lashes with a wet noodle.
I know. But we did have featured.
No! Better 10 flips now.
But featured as panelists, we had a psychologist,
the circuit court judge. Well, I think it was a circuit court judge.
He was actually
municipal court judge.
Yes, he was a municipal court judge. He also is a not a public defender, but
he was
he's a lawyer.
He was a former lawyer who became a.
Well, he's still actually practicing a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And then the third one was
a parent
who actually
social activist and parent.
His daughter had been dealing with bullying, and that kind of galvanized him to actually start trying to stand up for it. Figure out what's going on, starting at home, which is really the most important spot too. Parents should always be starting at home first.
Very much so. Very much so. And we both have had experiences with bullying. You want to kick off?
We're actually going to go into depth with our bullying experiences. That's fine. But yeah, we both had some issues. For me, my bullying has never been violent, physically violent. It's usually mine has just been basically verbal. And it's harsh. I mean, the thing is that physical bullying, it just leaves bruises and scars.
Yeah, physical scars heal.
Yeah, they heal. And the thing is, it still does cause, like, emotional trauma, too, with the physical stuff as well. But verbal, it just does everything superficially. No one knows. If you're not talking about it, you don't know what's actually happening. And you don't know what's going behind the scenes.
As much as I love my uncle, and, you know, he could be a great guy, he was also an undiagnosed bipolar. And he would be alternately one of the best people in the world and also one of the biggest bastards to rock the planet.
Yeah.
So, you know, I miss him terribly, but at the same time, I don't miss being used as a whipping boy.
Yeah, this is true.
And I was going to say, at school, well, let's be honest, I was always very eccentric and...
Which, I mean, I can agree with. I was the same way. I was as eccentric as you are, probably, in some ways.
Yeah, and
even more so.
I'll admit that part of it, my problem was, you know, that whole, you know, I'm special thing, and, you know, I probably got a bit of an ego.
Yeah.
But then again, that kind of comes from bullying, where you're trying to justify, you know, why you shouldn't be bullied.
Yeah, exactly. So I think in realistic terms, in reality, I mean, we can talk a little bit about what was covered, but I think probably somewhere in the future we're probably actually just going to be dedicating a whole podcast episode to this.
Well, probably not a whole episode, maybe a segment.
Or a segment, I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe even a segment, but at the very least it is going to actually have more dedication to it, where we'll see about getting getting James Dean actually to come on the show and actually talk about it more in depth too.
Because this is actually worth spreading the news about.
Exactly.
Because
it, especially in our modern age, I mean, we're getting the verbal, we're getting the physical bullying.
And now we're getting to the point where you can't escape it.
And you can't escape it because now when you go on the internet, what do you face? You deal with cyberbullying. So
it's the good old greater internet fuckwad theory.
True. So, I mean, the nice thing with this group, the reason that this nonprofit organization was actually featured here at Ciderfest is because their mission statement is fairly similar to the mission statement of Ciderfest. Inclusion,
love, tolerance,
you know, all the wonderful stuff that it makes My Little Pony great.
And, you know, I love how a lot of people say, well, not all ponies are love and tolerance. Yeah, well, you know, we have crazy fans. We do.
True. And this is true.
We do, but most of all, from a lot of the people there, they're very kind, very loving. Mm-hmm. These are people who deserve to be happy and feel loved. And
Agreed.
And, you know, you have these people around who don't feel good about themselves and who feel the need to tear down others. And I will admit, part of my snarky personality comes from that, but also from wanting to make others laugh.
Yeah.
But when all you do is you tear others down and whittle away their self-esteem piece by piece and basically just drive them ever closer to putting a noose around their neck.
Yeah.
So you're not human.
Yeah.
You're not even remotely close to being human. I know we're going to have all these people going, well, it's just human nature to be destructive. And that. Explain all the kindness and generosity that humans are capable of, too. Richard Dawkins, that's the book, the selfish, I can't remember the name, I think it's like The Selfishness Gene or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they're basically trying to make excuses for why humans are bastards. You know, they say that when we're bastards, it's human nature. But, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, how come it can't be human nature also to feel compassion for your fellow man, to reach out, to help him?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Help him. I mean, it's got to be another side of the same coin. I mean, that's what comes with free will.
Agreed.
It seriously is what comes with free will. Free will. You can either be a dick, or you could be someone who helps.
Yep. Agreed. But how about moving forward from the conversation? What were your thoughts on the actual panel itself?
I thought it was actually very well done. It was actually very well done. It didn't talk down. It didn't pander to, it should be the school's responsibility. And that, no, it basically said that everybody is responsible for this.
True.
Responsible for this. I mean, they even called out the zero tolerance laws for this because, let's be honest, there are times where we've seen something going on and, we've wanted to go in and help, but then we've realized that, we're also going to get punished for it too.
Exactly.
I mean, I fought back against a kid who